How does the creative process begin? So you say it could actually be called the Sherazad choir effect.
Sherazad's choir. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this. This would be really cool.
So
I think this is a good framework for
yeah,
it.
exactly. And then so it's a mode of radical creation whereby one wouldn't have existed without the other. Yet it's different stories. Yet at the same time, it feels like it's more than just the product, but a means of um sustenance for the project. You get like
Yeah.
a means of sustenance that shows how this.
How does the chaos sustain us?
Yes,
Too.
yes. How does chaos sustain us?
So basically, it comes from the Arabian Nights. She is this woman who is forced into this marriage with this man who, after the first night they spend together, he's going to kill her, right? She's going to die. Yeah. So what she does is she creates this like elaborate plan to tell him a story at the end of their wedding night. Okay. So she tells him the story, but she leaves it on kind of a cliffhanger, and it turns into like 1,001 tales, right? Like she keeps telling stories each night. So it keeps her alive. It literally becomes a form of living. This storytelling sustains her. She has children by virtue of telling these stories because she's lived long enough to do it, right? So he keeps her around basically so each night he can find out like what's happening next. And that's kind of what Funmi and I were talking about, and what sparked the idea for this to begin with is how do the stories that we create through creative process, how do these stories sustain us? How do they keep us going? How are they nourishment for us, right? How do they create community around that? And that's where the idea of the choir came from.
Process is like that. Each day you add into what you are doing. You wake up today and like, oh, I think I can add this one line to this poem that I'm writing. Oh, I think there's this one stroke to the painting that I can do. It's always a process each day, and it layers on themselves. So those collaborators, the work of collaboration, whereby everyone's work is layering on themselves and is life sustaining in that manner. So that's why I call it like we think of ourselves as the sharers that choir. It's also a celebration of self, a celebration of creation, whereby you are not interested in what if my work is good, what if my work is not good, what if my poem is badass, what if it's not badass.
Right.
You are more celebrating the process of creating
The
itself.
process of creation.
Whereby you are,
And I think that oh god, her story speaks to that so much.
yes.
It's the process of creation twofold. The process of creating narrative and creating life.
Yes.
Which is what we could emphasize.
Yes.
Oh, we should write that down. Creating narrative and creative life. Like
Yeah.
creating art and creating life.
Yes. I almost always think that's how it should be. Whereby it's you live first, like and then the stories come, and then the stories help you live further because the stories help you extend um like your ability to sustain yourself and to tell other stories again subsequently, because you are so exactly so focused on the product. You tend to forget that you created something, no matter how small, no matter how whatever. You sat
Mhm.
down after a real of emotion, like the blue finger thing.
Yeah.
After a real of emotion and experience,
Mhm.
and then you did this, and it's not just about the one piece I am seeing.
Mhm.
It's about the many things behind it that happened before that
Yeah.
happened, and then we get to forget that. And it is sometimes the process is as thrilling, even if not much thrilling than what you eventually create. And that is what we should celebrate, the fact that a life is able to birth heart and even birth other life
Mhm.
and things like that.
Yeah. This
So
would be cool.
it will go. So the showers are quiet.
Yeah. I like that. That's a cool name. That'd be a cool name for a band.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, true.
I'd listen to him. That's cool. This is gonna be so cool. This is what has been missing from my dry PhD experience so far.
But again, we are only curators, so let's listen to the
Mhm.
artist.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. How do we meet these people?